Welcome to the Blaize interview. My name is Blaize, and this is
Franck Juste.
Thank you, Frank. So, Frank, the first question I always like to ask is, how did you get into comedy?
So, I got into comedy. I'm from Brooklyn originally, and I got into comedy kind of like I came out of theater school, and I started getting busy with this sketch comedy group in Brooklyn called American Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was unique for its time. But it was like the first, not the first, because there was probably a bunch different, but in Brooklyn, it was like the first, one of the only, black woman-led, sketch comedy groups.
Okay.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
It was mad fun. We're doing mad sketches. The first sketch I did with them, I was supposed to be Chris Brown.
Wait, Chris Brown was even around back then?
Yeah. This is like, 07 maybe?
Okay.
Maybe it was 07 or 010. I can't remember.
010.
I don't know. 010, right? I think Obama was definitely president.
Okay. Obama was president.
Obama was the president. It was first term Obama, right? So, yeah, I got to throw a chair and shit. It was real stupid.
I guess the sketch involved Rihanna.
Nah. It wasn't even that. It was totally they kept it out of it. It was he did some interview where he threw a chair where someone asked him about it. And it was right after that thing happened.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was with them for a few years. And then after a while, they were like, hey, you want to write? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to write. Because I'm going to write some funny shit. So I wrote some sketches. And that's how I started writing comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when did you transition from writing these sketches into writing material for you to go up on stage? When was your first open mic?
Oh, my first open mic.
Do you remember the place?
It was 2 places.
Okay.
But there was a spot in Brooklyn. Shit, I can't remember what it's called, but it was on it was in, I want to say Sunset Park.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a cool divey bar. And yeah, I think my first open mic, I think Trump became president.
Oh.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Trump became president.
So that was 2016, 2017?
Ish. Yeah. Ish. And yeah, I went up and I told some fun jokes for 3 minutes, and I was I had fun. I enjoyed myself.
Were they all Trump related jokes?
Nah, not even so much as that. It was just funny because
I like how you equate time of your life
with
by presidents who are serving.
Because I think it's because I don't know. I think everyone can figure it out at that point, what I was talking about.
Get the vibe of the country.
I guess so. Because, certain shit is, only, certain jokes only, stay there, I guess.
Yeah.
And, certain, even ideas and, aesthetics stay there.
Well, I always say there's a term of some jokes being time-stamped.
They're
only funny for, a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most jokes like that are 6 months. The Chris Rock joke last year at the Oscars, that was great for 6 months, and then after that, it's kind of dead material.
Yeah, you can't bring that up again.
Yeah, we're kind of done with that. Move on. Grow.
I guess it's like fashion in some sense. Because no one's talking about it no more. But
what was your first set about though? Do you remember? What were we talking about?
I think I was talking about. I had some shit about Oprah that I kind of still want to bring back. I gotta look back at that because that shit is timeless. That shit I said then was timeless. But I had some shit in there about Oprah and how I have a crush on her.
Oh, nice.
And then I had nothing about Trump really. I just had
Well, you said because he was in office, so I was trying to figure out.
Because he just got in office, and I remember. It was more so I was shitting on the New York City school system. Okay. Because, I remember right after he won, it was all these articles come out. They always do these things, the exit polls, where they show, the percentages of what kinds of people voted for who. Mm-hmm. And then there was this number that came out that said, 54% of white women voted for Trump. Right? And that's, how we won and shit. And I
we won?
Yeah, that's how we won and shit, right?
Oh, I didn't know you were a Trump supporter.
Me? Nah.
He's we won.
Nah,
just fucking with you.
I said we won, didn't I? But
how white women?
Yeah, so white women, right?
So may have not had a good dub out of this.
But Yeah, so it was like all these articles at the exit polls was like, yo, 54% of white women voted for Trump, and whoopity whoop wop. And I thought it was funny. And I said this joke like, you know, I'm not surprised that 54% of white women voted for Trump because I'm a product of the New York City school system, and 54% of white women have failed me all my life. And I just remember like...
That's a great line, though.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I wrote that shit down, and I went to... That's what I said at, like, my first mic. And I just remember, like, the crowd just, like... Because all mics are just other fucking comics and shit, right? And that was, like, the comics, like, looked up from their notebooks, and it was just like, oh, shit, that's funny.
That's a good one.
You know? And then, like, it was cool, because, like, after that, this white lady comic came out, and, you know...
Her doing a white comic thing.
You know, she did some, you know, she was mad funny. I forget her name, though, but she was mad funny. And she did, like, you know, good jokes and shit. But, and then soon after that, Mike, my fiance, got a new manager. And we was like, he was like, y'all should come to LA. And we was like, for real? He was like, y'all should come to LA. And we was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, y'all should come to LA. And so now we're here.
Okay.
And... It's been nice. I miss Brooklyn. I miss New York, but LA's been nice.
Hey, man, it's been cold as fuck there, though.
In Brooklyn? I mean, yeah, we have, like, winters and shit, but it's been cold as fuck out here.
Oh, only this winter? Like,
yeah, this is the first time it was, like, I had to wear a coat and shit.
Yeah, you were cold for the first time. You're like, you had to bring back the box, you know what I mean? That box that you put away with all that cold shit.
And I gave away coats when I first moved here. I remember,
You're like, I'll never see this again.
Nah, for real. Like, I went to this, what you call it, like a clothing drive. It was out here.
Yeah,
like
Goodwill?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, not Goodwill. It was like a thing for Thanksgiving. I had mad winter stuff, and I was just like, yeah.
Nice.
Like, not like, yeah, but like, you know.
Yeah.
Use a coat. It's cold at night.
Yeah, I feel that. And then, so going back, so how'd you like find out about these mics? So when did you like?
Back in New York.
Oh,
someone told me about this site called Bad's Lava. You heard of that?
No.
Yeah, and he was just like, yeah, it's just like this dude from the gym I used to work at, and he was an actor in a comic, and I forget his name, and he's just like, yeah, check out Bad's Lava. It's you know, there's mics all over the city. They tell you the mics every day. So I found it and I went to it, and that was that. And there was like mics at like the Grizzly Pear, which is this bar on West.
Yeah, it's still. I didn't go to that one, but it's still there. Yeah. It's got pretty famous now.
Now I think they doing like legit shows.
Oh, like legit? No, like they're doing legit shows. Yeah, like big people are going out there.
And there was I used to go look at open mics too before I like did one.
Yeah.
I went to like the shit at the Creek in the Cave.
Okay.
I used to work around the corner from there too.
Nice.
And just look at niggas' mics and shit like that. Because it was a little nerve wracking.
Oh, it is.
Thinking like you can do it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I would equate it to like, you know, theater. Like when you're on the side, when you're behind the scenes, it's nice and dark. The lights are so bright, but then when you like step on that from the curtain, when you get in front of the curtain to that lights, like it's like you're transferring, like going into a different world. You know what I mean? Like you're like, whoa, this is so much different. The lights are even brighter on this side.
Word.
You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like with even with comedy, like it's like, oh, that mic doesn't really seem like so scary, and then you get up there and the lights are in your face, and you're like, whew. Yeah. Nah,
but it was I'm glad I went to go see a few.
Yeah.
Because it gave me the courage. Like after seeing a few of the mics, I was like, oh, this motherfucker going to do this shit.
Yeah.
Multiple times. I could definitely.
Bombing.
Definitely, like, yeah, just bomb, because it's like growing up, I bombed talking to girls all the fucking time. So it was like bombing to a fucking, you know, strangers who I'm not trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Should be easy, right?
Yeah. Facts.
You know?
So one of my favorite questions to ask, like, how do you feel about bombing? Like when you bomb, like like for me, I feel like there's two strategies. Like there's two ways. Either A, you're like, fuck, this sucks, and you just keep saying like, let's see if we can come up with better shit. Like you got some better shit, like, you know, just go off the wall. Second one, just clench your teeth, tighten your butthole, and just keep saying what you memorized.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to be more humble.
Yeah.
Cause I've bombed a few times,
We
and
all
I've
have.
like, I've bombed a lot. And, like, I know most of the time, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Which is mad arrogant.
Yeah.
It's mad arrogant. But at the same time, I'm just like, yo, bitch, this shit is funny somewhere else. Take your unhappy ass the fuck from in front of me.
Yeah.
Because there's a happy bitch back there who will laugh at this shit, motherfucker. And that's how I feel in my heart of hearts. Which I know was mad arrogant, especially for, like, what?
Oh, the salt.
Oh, the salt. Yeah, nah, for real,
salt.
though. Like, I think that's how I feel. And honestly, I think that's how a lot of comics do feel in their heart of hearts if we're going to keep it a bean.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you, like, writing your shit and, like, yeah, you writing your shit, like, actually, like,
yeah,
writing and have some thought into it. But it happens, and it forces you to, like, change and evolve your set anyway. You know what I'm saying? I've had jokes that, like, fucking tank, but I still believed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your babies?
Yeah. And you're just like, I just got to figure out another way to say this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, no, I get that. Like, there's different rooms. Like, one of my favorite rooms to always compare. Did you ever go to the Pasadena Comedy Club?
No, not yet.
No. Unfortunately, it's closed.
Okay.
The reason why I always compare it because they were both owned by the same people. The Hollywood Comedy Club.
Okay.
Oh,
no, I have been there.
Yeah,
I'm bugging. I've been there a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's closed now. But no, the reason why I always compare them is Jaing owns both of them. Yeah. And so, like, I would always say the Hollywood Comedy is like, it's the cold room. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's there, like, arms crossed.
I haven't done anything there yet.
You haven't done anything there?
No.
Nah, okay. No, but that's how I feel. Like, it's a nice space, you know? It's, like, good, small. Like, it's, like, honestly, a little bit longer than this, but about this wide. Okay. But it's a good spot. Like, but it's, like, everyone there is cold. They're just worrying about their material. No one's really giving you, like, good laughs.
Feedback and shit.
Good feedback, you know what I mean? And then you would go to the Pasadena Comedy Club, and I would always say it's community college. You know, everyone's so nice. They're like, oh, that's great, man. And they'll just give you a laugh. They'll give you a chuckle here, you know what I mean? You know, they even, you know, it's like community college. Everyone's like super nice and supportive, you know what I mean? So, like, that's how I like to compare mics. Like, what type of mics do you like to go to like, train and, like, work on your material?
I don't even go to mics anymore like that. I go to, like, I'm still doing, like, showcases and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And bringers.
Because, like, West Sides.
Yeah.
And then the roast battles, Blaqhais.
You know. And it's, like, there's always, like, a good, even, like, you know, crowd of, like, not your people. Yeah. Who, you know, who don't get your sense of humor already because they're not your friends. Who are just, like, you know, in their own world, but then something's happening. It's just like, oh, you know, this stranger who I don't know is, like, making me, like, pay attention, you know, stop paying attention to my meal and shit, which I like. It's cool. It's fun.
Why do you feel that's better than going to a mic?
No, I still go to a mic. Yeah. Like, I go to the mics at the Chateau. Okay. But that's, I'm
doing those auditions.
Not the auditions. The mics, the late night ones. Okay. The church, the comedy church, church of comedy. I'm still going to those. I'd still go to those. Nice. But I'm often there, and I'm like, I like that. I like the Comedy Chateau a lot. I love that venue.
I do like the Chateau. I love the venue. It's beautiful. I just don't like Felix.
Really? How people be on Felix like that?
Well, you don't know.
I mean, I'm not in their business like that. I come, I do my set, I say hi to people,
I will say this.
I dap niggas up, I smoke my blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Why is it the wait staff changes every 3 months? You know what I mean, he has a brand new wait staff every 3 months.
But that's serving.
That's how you treat people.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Like, there's a lot of people.
There's some vets in there though.
Yeah, they are. There's
but like,
in there.
So they're all comics.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, I don't like going to Chateau because of Felix.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the only place I don't like going. But I love Haha.
Haha, I haven't gone up there yet.
Bro, I love to say that place reminds me of the 90s.
It looks like it inside.
It's a great vibe. You know what I mean? Low ceilings, like the brick in the background. Like, I feel like Jerry Seinfeld would be like, "What's up with airplane food?"
I mean, he probably
But yeah, like, so you would. What besides like Chateau? What other venues do you like to go to?
Flappers.
I mean, the whole was it Sunset Rooftop? That one's like staple nowadays.
Sunset Rooftop it's up there. It needs to get warmer.
It needs to get warmer.
It needs to get a lot warmer at night. So
Yeah, that's the thing I hate about it because they have us out there just in the elements.
In the elements under the heat lamps. But as far as like, yeah, I kind of work my material every time my material every time I'm going up.
Do you feel like it's easier to just like do new stuff on like a showcase?
Do I think it's easy to do new stuff?
Yeah, do you feel like it's easier? Like you're just letting loose? Like as if you like sometimes like the fear through preparation some people have. Like they prepare so much something that they just keep stumbling over themselves.
Yeah. I think that happens at new places sometimes for me. Like I stumbled in a roast battle at
plenty.
The Los Digits' roast battle
At Britannia or the one in
at Def Noodles.
Def Noodles, yeah. Okay, because he's had it at a few places.
Yeah. I stumbled there and I was like, I ruined the joke. The joke is not gonna land now. And the joke, I mean,
roast battles are hard, man.
I like the roast battles, to be honest. I think it's fun. For me,
I feel like everyone says, like everyone has the kid gloves. Like everyone's just so nice to each other sometimes, especially like the
first few battles those first few Monday battles were very, very sweet.
Yeah, hey, they were
sweet. They were adorable. Adorable. It took a while, but the gloves came off as soon as we got like a regular rotation of folks, and then it was also like enough new
blood,
new people coming there who had like roast experience from like other
battles,
other like battle circuits. So it was cool. I like the roast battle scene, and it's shit I grew up doing, like
roasting at the fucking dinner table,
roasting people at the dinner table, at the lunch table, on the bus. Like it's part of like I wouldn't even say part of like male childhood, but it's definitely part of like East Coast, like Brooklyn, fucking Philly, New Jersey and shit. It's definitely part of like that like childhood.
Yeah.
Just upbringing.
Everyone talking shit about everyone.
Talking shit about everyone and kind of trying to have like snap judgments off of just like looking at people.
Yeah, just like it sounds like if this person does something, how the fuck am I gonna insult them in just a second?
Yeah.
It's hard, no. Like you said, like those first roast battles are hard. Like
they were adorable.
How do you feel about like they're adorable?
Nah, they were.
That was funny. That's
Someone
true.
said I had nice eyes, and I was just like, well,
thank you.
I
was doing horrible. I remember I was just like your shoes. Like it was the one motherfucker says like y'all just talking like he's got ugly shoes. He's got jagged teeth.
But he jumped on and fucking flaked out.
Yeah, I wish I remembered his name. He was like, yeah, this shit's hard. Never mind. Yeah. So I forget who the fuck his name was.
But it's true. It is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard, and then sometimes you'll get it. Like there's been a few battles I've had a good tear.
Yeah.
Where it's just like I'm getting a lot out and it's like hitting, and then like. He'll be like 15 seconds left, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah. Especially the way that Patrick runs those Monday roast battles, because it's different because like other roast battles you have to like.
Well, it's joke for joke.
Well, yeah, it's not joke for joke, but this one is like popcorn, where you don't know who you're getting that day.
Oh, that part, yeah, I think that part's cool though.
Yeah, I like that part too.
Cool. It's real. It's kind of like
8 Miles.
It's 8 Mile, but there's this I don't even know if they still do it. All Def Digital, they do this thing called Roast Me. It's a classroom.
Oh.
And it's just like the same rotation of like the 7-8 dudes, and like every once in a while have a new guest.
Yeah.
But it's just like literally in a classroom, and like one person's in the hot seat, so the whole class get to go on that. But at any moment, they can just start going at the motherfuckers in the back, and then so it's kind of like that, and it's all like based off of like looks, and like I mean some shit get deep, but the shit is like. Yeah, it's hilarious. And it's kind of it has that still random vibe to it that the popcorn one has.
Yeah, I mean like with Los Digits they give you like a week's advance notice.
Yeah,
2 weeks, which is good because like honestly
you can do your research if
you do or don't know them. I've done his battles before and it's fun. It's just like it's hard because like sometimes if you really don't know the person, then you really got to do a lot of work, and like sometimes like a lot of jokes are like like some. But I do like that it is a proving ground, and if you do well on those digits shows, it's a straight path to the potluck, to the roast battles of the Comedy Store.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because those digits does a lot of the roast battles of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So if you do really well at those digits, he'll put you on the comedy show. Well, like he'll give you a good word at the comedy store.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what's up.
So yeah, if you want to get on the comedy store for the roast battles, because the roast battles out there, at the comedy store are fun. They're pretty good.
You gone to them?
I gone to them. I haven't been in them. Definitely not good enough. You heard me roast, motherfucker. See, the problem with me is I don't roast unless I'm angry. Like I have to be mad at somebody.
I feel you. I don't think it's I definitely don't think it's some shit everyone has in them.
Yeah,
like
it is.
It's very much a thing. Like it's kind of like, it's very much like.
Like when I'm upset, like when I'm happy, I'm not really thinking of like judging you or like being.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood. Like let's get to.
Yeah. I don't think it's something for
the faint of heart.
It's not even the faint of heart. I just don't think it's like a
skill,
a thing that's in everyone's nature.
Mm.
Like. It's a little assholey if we want to be honest about it.
It's
like,
fun though.
It's fun, but it's kind of fun to be an asshole if we're gonna be honest. Sometimes, sometimes it's fun to be a dick, and like a roast battle is like a safe space to be a dickhead. I guess.
No hurt feelings. I'm gonna be hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, there ain't nothing someone said to me that like I've been like, oh my god. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nothing. Nothing that bad.
Nothing that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So did you move to LA before or after COVID?
I was here before COVID. I actually when I moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With your fiance?
With my fiance and shit. COVID hit, and that's like, I wouldn't say when I started doing like stand up.
Yeah.
But like, it was around there. Like I did Flappers audition during COVID.
Nice.
Through Zoom.
Yeah.
And did their Uncle Clyde's like thingy. Have you done that?
No, I haven't done that.
It's like this comedy circuit thingy.
Comedy?
No, it was a comedy competition. It's a comedy
competition.
competition.
Oh, competition.
Yeah, and it's like a round robin.
Okay.
I won like the first 2 rounds, and it was cool. Like I won like $150.
Nice.
And then it went all the way up to like the finals during the COVID, where it was like $1,000 was on the line.
Oof.
Yeah, that's where I met Lynn. I met Lynn doing that.
Mm.
And Alyssa Poteet.
Oh yeah, I love Alyssa.
I met her doing that, and she won. I think she won the $1,000.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, she's really good.
She's good, and
she's really good at roasting too.
I would imagine she is. She's fucking smart.
She roasted Phil Will. She roasted the fuck out of him, but because he has his masters. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the bit, but I just remember it was about his masters.
Oh. Okay.
I ain't gonna. You just gotta look up Alyssa Poteet on TikTok, and you'll find it there.
Okay.
So yeah,
I gotta be more on top of that posting TikTok and shit.
I'm horrible at that social media shit. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, you got into that, and then like, what are some like good people that you've met that helped you along the way? And doing stand up.
Definitely Lynn. My boy Marvin Telp. He actually was in that sketch comedy group with me.
In New York?
In New York. And he moved out here like a year earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My boy Marvin Telp, Chris Kane.
And why didn't you because I remember we were talking earlier about you going to theater school and you thinking about being like an actor.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you try pursuing that earlier? Or what stopped you doing that in New York and then?
No, I mean I still do it now. And
okay.
I was doing it in New York.
Okay.
And it was nothing. I still.
It's hard.
A lot now. It's hard.
It's hard to get on the show.
Is it hard to get? Yeah, it's super hard.
What's the process that? Because I'm not an actor. So what is it like to be an actor? Like, how is it to be an actor? Like, what do you do?
Spend a lot of time in self-doubt. That's what you do most of the time. You're just like, yo, shit, like the nitty-gritty and shit.
Yeah, like how do you go to getting auditions? How do you do you have an agent?
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you get an agent?
Like, shit, there's so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many ways. There's so many ways to get an agent and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one. How did I get one?
How'd you get one? Like, how'd you find your agent?
First one or the one I have now?
Well, how about the one you have now? Like, how do
the one I have now. We actually met. We were a friend. We actually met before we worked together. His name is Ben Pitts, and he used to work for Tracy Morgan.
Oh, that's
before
cool.
We knew each other, and we met here before he was moving out here, like a year before he moved out here. And then he moved out here, and he was working as a manager. Oh, I gotta talk louder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, and he was working as a manager.
I gotta put this thing like right here.
He was working as a manager, and we talked about working together, and then he was like, "Yeah, he took me on as a client with his as my manager initially, and then he transitioned from where he was previously to where is at now as an agent, and I'd let go of my previous agents because it was that time. It was that time to do that.
They weren't doing enough for you?
Sure. Yeah, you could put it like that.
Okay.
You just put it like that. Yeah, they weren't doing enough for me. Sure.
What does an agent really do for you? Because I don't usually hear agents.
They pitch you to cast directors and for projects and shit like that. So let's say like if I'm your agent, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets me. So if I'm your agent, right?
Yeah. And
there's like let's say like a movie that needs like a Jesus-looking Mexican nigga, right?
Yeah.
I'm be like, yo, I got this guy named Blaize Sanchez. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a stoner comedy? Bet. I got this guy named Blaize Sanchez. That's his real fucking name. Yeah. He could just show up, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of their job. They gotta like know, like, take your aesthetic and all that, and then like pitch you for projects for,
And your skill level.
Yeah, your skill level and all that, but like, pitch you for projects and like get you auditions to get work, and then they take a cut. You take, your money, and you like, all right, here my bills paid, and all that jazz.
What are some projects that you've worked on out here in LA? Like something that you can talk about.
So I'm on a show called Sherman Showcase.
Okay.
It's a sketch comedy show. It's on Hulu. I play a character called Firstbman.
Firstman.
Yeah. I'm a superhero and shit, so it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm in every season, so it's fun. It was a funny ass job, and my homeboys, they created the show, and like did me a solid and put me in it. They also did that show Southside on HBO Max.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. They're from Chicago. It's my buddy Bashir.
Okay.
Bashir and my other buddy Diallo. They kind of like, I guess I could call them mentors in a kind of sense.
Nice. Well, in the case where like your friends put you on that show, would your agent get a portion of that?
I mean, he ain't had nothing to do with it because they had no reps.
No, that's what I'm asking.
I had no reps when I got put on.
Okay, but if you had an agent at the time.
Yeah, it would have gone through them and all that. Like this, it would have gone through them. But I didn't have no rep at the time. Like conveniently, like every time the job came back again and like casting would be like, "Hey Frank, you ready? Pop, 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 pop. Here's a schedule." I conveniently just didn't have any reps to split my money with. So.
Oh, lucky you! Nice. So what is this? Shoot.
No, nothing.
It would have got you more money?
Huh?
It would have got you more money?
I don't know. I necessarily think they would have. No, but it's good to have like reps out there because that's like more people working for you to help you get work while you're looking for work yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like more fingers out there, like
having a realtor when you're finding a house.
Exactly. Yeah. I guess so. That's a really cool metaphor. Because you still looking, but like out there like, hey,
I got this.
I got the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I guess that's actually a really apt metaphor. God damn.
Well, I'm looking into buying a ranch, so that's.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You a ranch?
Yeah, like 200 acres.
What are you gonna ranch?
Well, it's a big thing. So
you buying a farm. That's a big thing, bro.
I'm just gonna charge rich tech people thousands of dollars to be on there. So it started when I was in high school.
Okay.
So like I said, in high school I was football, wrestling, and track. And my senior year of going into my senior year of high school, I tore my knee.
Yeah.
And so after that, I got really into rehab. And so going to college, my pre-dream was to be into physical therapy.
For sure.
And then I had a massage, and then I had a lymph massage where they drained the fluid from my knee. Honestly, give me your hand. So it's about this much pressure they use, and it flushes fluid out of your body. And literally, my knee before the lymph was literally fatter than my head. I could only move it about 20 degrees.
Oh, wow.
And I was in so much pain afterwards. I was like almost back to its normal size. I had about 80 degrees more mobility.
Wow.
And then I was, almost pain free. So that's how I got into massage. And so it changed from being a rehab facility to being a rehab facility / training for like a high level training athletes.
Okay.
So my big money would be, training pro athletes.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first dream. So this is like my high school dream was to train pro level athletes. You know what I mean? And then I would open up a clinic. I'd have like a football field, and so that way we can do like things on the football field and like soccer, other things, train, and then big rehab center with like STEM and all that bullshit. And then from there it went and transferred to I want to have it massage and physical therapy together. So the second iteration is it's going to be a 2-story building, Spanish style.
Sure,
like like a French Quarters kind of style where it's built like it's all built on the outside and the inside's empty, right? So on the first level, on the outside is going to be like physical therapy. It's going to be like chiropractor.
Yeah, okay. I'm on board with that. I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And the second story is going to be massage, and like a spa. We're gonna have like lockers up there so that people can there's gonna be like sauna and hot, cold, and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah. And in the middle, I was gonna have a man-made little water fountain. Yeah. Like a little cliff kind of, and then it would kind of spew out, and then it would make a little circle on this little island, and I have meditation and yoga and other things right there. For like events right there. So then that's the center spot.
So this is why the 200-acre ranch is happening.
And then it morphed into me buying a ranch.
Okay.
And applying all those things that I had onto the front part of the property. So when you enter, that's the first part of the property. And then surrounding the outside, behind that is going to be like farmland. And it's going to be farms. There's going to be like small. The biggest animal we're probably going to have is like a horse and probably 2 or 3 cows. You know what I mean? Okay. So the goal is whatever I grow on the property, we're going to serve to our clients. Okay. So it's all organic, everything's there, and in the end, I'm just gonna live there. Okay. So it's going to be a whole thing. So I'm living on it on the end of it, but this business is on the other side of the property.
And this is still the ranch.
This is the ranch.
And now there's a physical therapy.
That's the entrance of the ranch.
High performance.
Yeah. Okay. And then the backside is going to be there, and we're also going to. And that's why I need 200 acres. So then there's also going to be like dormitories. People are going to live there, and I'm also going to have like how like companies have team building activities. Yeah. I'm going to have like team building activities there. Have people come out there, meditating.
You're going to have to staff it though.
This is why it's going to cost me $100 million. Yeah. So first I'm gonna try and buy the land. Yeah. That's my first goal. Buy the land outright for myself. Then from there, try and create a company investment company, and try and go to different companies and build up some medical centers, and then also get grants and stuff from the government. So then that way I can build the farmland, and then start having like investment groups start building the buildings. Got you. So it has to be multifaceted. It's gonna be like. It's gonna cost me $100 million just to build. Yeah, sounds like it. But the thing is, it's we have goals and we have dreams. So this is like this is my that's like my non-comedy goal and dreams, and then I have my comedy goal and dreams. Like my comedy goal and dreams is right now. Have you ever been to the Mayan Theater in downtown LA? It's on Hill and 3rd Street. No. Beautiful theater. You should go. But that's where I want to. If I do have a special, if I do like perform, if I have my own like. Show. That's where I want it. That's at like the Mayan Theater. The Mayan Theater. That's where I would want to record it, just because it's just the building's so beautiful, like the architecture, like the history behind it. Like it's in downtown LA, in the heart of downtown LA. Right on. Like right there on 3rd and Hill. Like it's right there. So it's like that's one of my goals. Comedy. You know what I mean? Perspective. Yeah. So it's like my whole, like I said, like my life in comedy and my not comedy life is so different.
I see that. I don't know if I have a theater in mind for. Not the garden. I mean...
The garden? No? You wouldn't want to do the garden?
I mean, like... Yeah, I would... Everywhere.
Everywhere? You just fuck it, man. I want to do the Rose Bowl. I want to fucking do Dodger
everywhere. Stadium. Well, but like everywhere. Like everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere, anywhere. All at once.
All at once?
But, everywhere.
What would you like? Because what would your like comedy goals be? Like I always say, like people when they think of success, like especially these young kids, they always say like, "Oh, you're not successful unless you're 25 with 25 million in the bank." With
that's so stupid. With
25 million followers,
influencer bullshit.
Right? Yeah. That's what some people see as success is you have to have like 25 million followers and shit. Yeah. Which isn't true.
No, it's totally not true. It's the furthest thing from the truth. What would my like comedy goals be? You know what I mean? Like in game.
Yeah, well, no,
not in game.
Not in game. Like, what are some things that you would aspire? Like I said, like for me, be the Mayan theater.
Like, he's not my favorite comic, and it's not because I don't think he's funny. I think he's hilarious. It's just he's not like where I like, where I don't think where my humor resides, but like I look at like careers like Ray Romano.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How so? Like, explain that.
Well, off rip, like, he's a solid, like, he's a really good stand-up. Like, his shit is funny. Like,
yeah, I love how deep his voice is. He literally looks and reminds me of my uncle.
But also, like, the show he had on was great. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Gerard Carmichael's another one. You know what I'm saying? And, the Gerard Carmichael, the sitcom, was awesome. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think being able to do that as a comic and then come back to comedy for a little while, and then like even like seeing some other stuff Ray Romano's just done as like an older actor that's gotten has a hit more serious on. Like I like that a lot. I would like to do that.
Yeah, because you said you want to be on like a sitcom.
I want to be on a sitcom.
But you're in a superhero movie or show.
I'm in a sketch comedy show playing a superhero.
Sketch comedy show.
All seasons on Hulu, guys.
Well, I mean, that's cool being like doing that stuff, isn't it?
Oh hell yeah, it's mad cool. It's mad cool. Like it's mad cool. Mm-hmm. It's not like I hate to downplay it, but you were acting like, yo, what's the the goal? And I was just like, yeah, I want fucking 5 seasons of a show like Martin and shit. You remember? Yeah. I want that shit. I want to do my stand up on my sitcom.
The Frank show.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe, yeah.
Like the Jamie Foxx show, like.
Yeah. Give me my syndication money and shit. Not even all that, but like, just. Yeah, I want that. That's the end game.
Why did you want to be an actor at first? Like, what stirred that in you?
I was just always doing shit from time to time. Like singing with the broom handle and all that. Okay. Did that as a kid.
Of course.
And
still do, bitch.
Yeah. Like, that's just what I wanted to do as a kid, was like be on stage acting and performing. Yeah. Like, I did drama in 8th grade. I took the drama class at my junior high school. Nice.
I did band.
Band, yeah. Like in high school, I auditioned for all the plays. I didn't even go to a performing arts high school, because I didn't think that was an option. Because I grew up in the ghetto, guys. That's what happens when you grow up in the inner city.
Well, Dave Chappelle went to...
He went to performing arts high school.
Yeah, he did. I think Tupac did too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, in Brooklyn too.
Tupac in Baltimore. He went to the performing arts high school in Baltimore.
That's right, Baltimore. Then he went to Brooklyn. And then he came to Cali.
And then he came to California. Mm-hmm. But... Yeah, I don't know. At that time, I don't think my mother was really into the idea of me pursuing acting, like when I was in high school and things like that. And like,
she'd rather you do like basketball or football?
Hell no. I'm Haitian, so it's like my family, like Haitian people only come to America to make doctors. That's it. Like, I was telling you outside, my dad's a doctor. Like, yeah, my daddy a doctor. My little brother's in med school now.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
So you're the failure. It's like, but I'm on the show.
Yeah, I'm the failure, but I'm the fun one. Yeah. Nah, he's fun too. He's a great kid. But yeah, like my dad's a doctor, my mom's a nurse. Nice. You know what I mean? My older sister is a therapist. My baby sister behind me, she has her master's in nursing. She's but she's a PA and she's in the Navy right now.
Oh, damn.
All that. And she went into the service after she got her master's. So she's like,
way up there.
So yeah,
because the higher your degree is,
degrees are, they give you a little more. They give you a little more seasoning. Yeah, and I'm like, I do theater and comedy, you know, I got another baby sister who she's a mom now. She got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Her man a truck driver. She's a mom, but she still got a job.
She gotta pay bills.
Nah, she do. They live out in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and we got
how many fucking siblings you got?
I mean, I'm Haitian. I'm Caribbean. I don't know how it is. I know. You know, you Mexican, so it's kind of the same. Like, you know, the men have to have a secret family every once and then. My dad had 3.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got another baby sister. Her name's Destiny. She's 21.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she out here being young and shit.
Being young and shit.
Yeah.
Good for her.
But, you know,
good for her.
You know,
you gotta live. You know what I mean? Well, she can. She let her live. Yeah, Amen.
She young. She got this time to do it.
I mean, she ain't got.
She's not doing nothing crazy. No, she's not doing nothing crazy. She's just like
enjoying her youth.
Yeah, she's enjoying her
youth. What she do? Because once you have kids, there ain't no going back.
Yeah. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing wild or untoward. Don't let these comments go to anyone that she's far from a city girl.
How's it like you said having a child? How's it like being an actor, comic, and having kids?
It's mad busy.
Yeah.
And like being an actor, comic, and having kids. Yeah, like it's just busy. You just because if I'm not like, I mean, there's a reason why I leave right after my set a lot.
Yeah,
you know have what I'm saying? And I don't stick around a lot after shit is done. Like I'm just like, you know, I give 15 minutes and then.
Hey guys,
I gotta hit the road.
I got a blunt and I'm gone.
Yeah, I gotta hit the road, a little community joint, and then I go home.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why I don't. Yeah, I think that's it. There's just a reason why I don't like stick around late after my set or after my show. Cause I gotta get home because I gotta be up with a 2-year-old. But it's just like. I mean, it's hard, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's the life I chose. It's a struggle, but it's a fun struggle. And my daughter's real funny.
She makes you laugh all the time. She's funnier than you.
Is she funnier than me?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so. She's like, I'm not that funny.
I fucking hope so. Shit. Nah, she a tough baby. I think she gonna be getting the fights in school and like beat people up. So
she gotta get her in boxing class in early.
Yeah.
She got a mouth on her.
Nah, she ain't got a mouth on her. She got hands on her. She's quick with it. She throws them.
Hey man, she might be USA boxing.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. You never know.
But
have her pay her own way through college.
Hey, listen, because now we got a little thingy thing saving.
That's good.
Her little
nice
funds and shit. But nah, I mean it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, but it's a life I chose. You know, you got a day job to keep the lights on until things get a little more consistent. But
yeah, I mean that's a struggle in life of every
every artist.
Yeah, it's what's the old joke is like if you go in a coffee shop and say I'll sign anyone who has a good script.
Yeah, yeah, that's silly. That's the first time I heard that, actually. I was just like, that's some hater ass shit. Some bitter ass motherfucker.
Someone who never made it.
Yeah. Wow. That's sour.
But you know what I hate about those ones? They only sour for like a second, and then now, watch, sweet. It's not sour anymore, huh?
Still a little sour.
Yeah. No, but like we were talking about, like, so being dad, but then transitioning back. So I want to talk about more about, like, so... How did you like decide to go to the performing arts school for college?
Oh,
like how'd that go to your parents? Like how did you like when you told your parents that's what you're doing instead of going?
I was gonna be a theater major.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was the more upset one, but she eventually like. I mean, she's still mad now. She's still like you can. And do the thing, go back to school and, become a teacher.
Teacher, she says?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, my dad eventually came around. He's, like, been super supportive, which is, quite the very, different from most, like, immigrant parents.
Yeah.
Especially, like, black immigrant parents. It's kind of just, like, if you go across the board, like, Haitians, Nigerians, and shit, like, you're a doctor or you're a failure. That's just kind of the standard. And Yeah, my father's come around and been like really supportive.
Good.
He came to see me at the Burbank Comedy Festival and was like super excited.
Nice.
And even like I had some jokes about him in there in my set, and I was just gonna do them.
Was that the first time he ever saw you, or?
It was the first time he ever saw me do stand up. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the best of the fest shows. So he came, and when he came with my younger sister and my brother, and my brother's girlfriend, and they heard me like build into the joke, and so they saw where it was going because I'm just like, they're fucking related to me, and those two get worried. And then I was about my dad, and I can hear my dad's distinct laugh, like cackling loudly in the audience. So now he's been super supportive.
I ain't gonna lie. The first time my dad saw me do stand up, I was like 2 months into me doing stand up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I started in college. It was at this old bar, Anno O'Brien's, or I forget the name. But it was like one of the 4 Irish bars, and it was right next to the Anno O'Brien's. It was right next to the college, right? And so my mom's texting me. She's like, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "I'm at the bar with my friends." She's like, "No, you're not. What are you really doing?" "I'm at the bar with my friends." She's texting me, bro. I'm like, "Why are you texting me?" Because it's like not 8 p.m. at our time, so it's like 11 at Cali time. You know what I mean? Because I'm in Hawaii. So she's texting me, and so I give it and says, "Yeah, I'm home studying." You know what I mean? Or it's whatever. And then my dad calls me. He's like, "Where the fuck you at?" I was like, "What do you mean where the fuck I'm at?" And he's like, "We're in front of your door." What? He sends me a picture. Picture comes through. It's my front door.
So they had to come.
They came to the bar. So I told him, I was like, "Okay, I have 2 choices. Either A, ask for the $5 back, or B, go back home." I was like, "Fuck it, come to the bar." So I didn't want to ask for the $5 back. So they come up, and it's my parents, my brother, my cousin, his girlfriend, my other cousin, my aunt and uncle. So 8 of them.
At a mic?
At a mic.
Wow.
2 months in.
Wow.
2 months in. Bro. Front row.
That's hilarious.
I did okay. I made a joke about like E.T. being being extraterrestrial, but I'm more illegal than he is.
That's funny.
And then I had one joke about my dad that I still do, and I guess it gets groans because that's what I want with it. It's a groan joke, and I had to change it to my face because 2 months in, bro. 2 months in, I'm just like I couldn't do. I didn't have the balls to do it.
Funny.
And the joke is so I don't have any tattoos, but if I did get a tattoo, it'd be a tattoo of my father's face like this. So every time I take a shit, I just hear him talking. Because that's all that came out of his mouth. So
that's
yeah, that's one of the jokes. So I changed it to my face. So
that's cool. That's rich.
Yeah, so that's one of my jokes. That was like one of my first jokes, and I still use it to this day from time to time. But like, if I play it right, it gets more moans.
That's gross. Yeah, I can see why that gets groans. That's a groaner for sure.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
But that's funny. Yeah, I got some groaners. My thing, I don't like when you ever get like a joke that's kind of like a one-liner, don't really fit in your set. You know what I'm saying? I got a few that I've written lately that I was just like, these don't tie into anything these don't tie into anything bigger, but they're funny shit I just want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote down, yeah, I'm male presenting, but I identify as a Subaru driver. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, I don't know
yeah.
That's it. There's no premise.
There's no premise. That's it. It's an opener. It's an opener.
I guess, yeah.
Like it's like a whole bunch of people just have sets. Like the only thing is my pronouns are A, B, and C: asshole, bitch, and cunt.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh. Nah, I don't like that one.
You don't like that one?
Nah, it's cool.
Ew, whatever.
It's cool.
Whatever. It's supposed to be a dumb one.
Nah, yeah.
It's supposed to like get people's attention.
Yeah.
It means like, what do you mean A, B, and C?
Asshole, bitch, and cunt. Yeah, it's a little bear poke.
Yeah. Let's see what we got today.
Yeah.
And have you done shows in like Ontario or and done shows in Orange County?
Not yet, no.
No. Have you traveled like outside of
LA?
LA or the Valley?
Nah.
No.
My goal is this year is to do that more. Just to get out of LA, get out of the Valley. Well, I've been out of the Valley, but get out of LA County. Possibly get out to. I don't know if Diamond Bar has spots, but like.
Nope.
Oh, well.
Nope. Closest thing to Diamond Bar.
But get out to like OC, get out to like Huntington, get out to like Diego, because I have people I could stay with in Diego anyhow.
Nice. There's a lot of good mics in Diego. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of the comedy scene in San Diego is really good.
Go to San Francisco, possibly.
The San Francisco mic is
the mic scene.
Yeah, it's a little more scattered. I mean, from what I only went once, and it was a little not as strong as I thought it was gonna be.
Also, just like networking shit.
Yeah.
You know, you drove out there.
It was me and my girlfriend at the time. We
Vegas is another spot because I got places I could stay in Vegas.
Oh, you can find one. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's easy once you go there once and make connections. I mean, what you can even do is like, hey, I would like to do a set out there. Like, put me on, like, and send them.
Get shows.
Yeah, and just
send the tape.
Well, send in your like videos and shit.
Yeah, that's what they were giving us the kind of like rundown on how to like build little small tours for yourself at the. They did that a little bit at the Chateau Festival, and they really hammered it in at the Burbank Comedy Festival.
Yeah, the big one is what you gotta do is you gotta have a YouTube. You gotta have a YouTube one.
YouTube what?
Clip.
YouTube clips?
Yeah, they want a YouTube clip there at the Burbank Flappers.
But no, they were like during the comedy festival there was like workshops and shit. One of the things at the one at Flappers at the Burbank Comedy Festival was like they kind of schooled you on how to like build your own tour. Yeah. Because you already got tapes of you doing your set, so you can like link up with these like clubs and bars and like different towns on the way to like bigger cities where you're trying to get to just do mics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So. And you can like build up, a little like tour for yourself. Yeah. It's really cool how they kind of like schooled you on doing that, and even like linking up with like just restaurants and bars to just like.
Yeah. Honestly, closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
If you want something, you gotta open your goddamn mouth.
That's for damn sure.
And how did you transition like your thought process from writing from scripts or like comedy skits to like writing for the stage? What's the thought process between that? How's that different?
I don't know. So I can only speak for myself, and it's like some.
But how's it different for you?
Because it's like some shit just seems like a sketch more, and like or some ideas have more like. Some ideas have more legs as a sketch. Some ideas have a lot more legs, so it becomes a sketch. So it should be a sketch. That's how I feel. Like I don't think I could tell if like. I don't know if I could tell a cool ass joke about ODB and like doing the show. Like, cause that's the idea of ODB doing a fucking like late night talk show on Brooklyn cable access TV in the late 90s with Monica Lewinsky as a guest and OJ Simpson as a guest. The idea and the image is funny. Yeah. You don't really need anything else. Yeah. Right? But I don't know how that works
Yeah, the only thing I could say is if you voiced the different actors and if you like moved on stage.
Yeah, but that's not really how I like doing. I mean, that's not me.
I get that.
I don't feel that's me yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could be as I, progress and shit like that.
Well, how I would say this, like, how could you change the format from like, making it into a longer format set? No, change into like your sketch into like a 10 to 15 minute bit.
On stand up?
On stand up.
A stand up bit?
Like a whole like
because like the sketches aren't like. I think it's the reverse. Like if the bit is like 2 minutes in stand up, then it could become a 3-minute, 4-minute sketch, because now you have other characters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote this sketch. I took the UCB sketch writing class during the pandemic, and I wrote this sketch about the Bachelor. Okay. But Hannibal Lecter was the Bachelor, right? And it's like, on stand-up, like, that's like a 2-minute bit, right? You get your act out and you do your little Hannibal Lecter, like, voice or whatever like that. I don't do a Hannibal Lecter voice, but, you know, hello, Clarice, all that shit, right? But, like, with the sketch, now I got, like, the confessional with the ladies on the Bachelor show. You know what I'm saying? I have, I can get the shot of, like, why is he like walking around with a knife? And I can get all those like funny things where I'm like making a juxtaposition of like stupid vapid reality TV bitches, and then like Hannibal Lecter like clashing in the same world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's how I think that's like the deviation point, or like the divergent point, or at least how I think about it, where the bit is like where a bit can be a sketch or a sketch can get turned into a bit. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's a lot of I've been watching a lot of the Bernie Mac show, and if you watch, I grew up like loving Bernie Mac, growing watching a lot.
Some of his stand up is in the show.
A lot of his stand up is in the show.
Yeah,
especially the first two seasons.
Yeah, but it's funny because now it's like it's not just him. Now you get to see him react in real time to. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the first episode is like beat them to the white meat show.
Yeah,
beat them to the white meat show. Yeah, and then it's like this whole thing, and then like he goes to at the end of the episode, he goes to the PTA meeting with the ladies, and they all say beat them to the white meat show. All those white ladies, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like you can make when you put it into a sketch format, and you have especially if you have like a quote unquote sketch universe. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or your sketch timeline. Yeah. You can make recurring jokes like that. And and that's how I'm saying is how to make it with the comedy and making the sketch. Could you make is it that much harder to make it into a comedy bit instead of a sketch? You just feel like you're more creative
with comedy?
With the sketching.
Yeah. I wouldn't say more creative. I just think I honestly just think certain things live better there. Certain things live better there. Because I'm thinking of sketches that I wrote just in class versus the jokes I do. Mm-hmm. And I'm just I kind of think this lives better there. Because the sketch doesn't really at least for me, not all the sketches I write are necessarily a reflection of me. Or I mean they are, but it's not it's different from when you're doing stand-up. Because when you're doing stand-up, on a level you're giving your perspective out there with these really really off color things to say to kind of gloss it up and make it palatable. Yeah. But sometimes a sketch is just I feel like making fun of Toyota Priuses or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. And then you can do more things more visual. You like to do the more visual
sketches.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying was with this, you like to have more visual effects with your stuff, and you'd want to have more.
Yeah, I guess
because you like the visual. I mean, it's kind of making it right.
I mean, listen, I haven't written a sketch that's been on TV and shit. I just took some sketch writing classes, and I did. I wrote sketch with my the group in Brooklyn. I was with American Candy. Yeah. But yeah, I just think certain premises have more fun in a sketch format or have more fun on a sitcom or a television show format than they would as a stand-up bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not to say it can't work or there can be an inverse, and there's definitely you can see with all those comics who've had TV shows, and then if you go back and look at some of their stand-up, their stand-up is basically their TV show is basically an amalgamation of their years of specials. Kevin, I would say Kevin James. No, it's Bernie Mac. Kids and shit, but Bernie Mac for sure. Yeah. Ray Romano for sure.
Yeah. George Lopez. Love the Lopez show. That was one of my favorites.
But yeah, and I think that's those things can those things are dope.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. It is, but it is different. It is so much different. Would you prefer to be more like you said you want to be on a sitcom, but if you ended up just being a writer for a sitcom,
hell yeah, that'd be great too. Bills is paid.
Bills is paid.
Bills is paid. I get a nice life. I get a nice little car and shit.
Would you ever want to do something like SNL, kind of that format?
Right for SNL.
Or just anything in that kind of format.
Sketches for SNL.
Yeah.
I'm a comic who takes sketch writing classes, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Honestly, I don't like SNL that much.
I mean, sure, you don't have to like it. I mean,
there's a few good ones now. There's a few good ones.
Good episodes?
Yeah, there's a few sketches. There's a few sketches.
Yeah, I think, but it's always been like that. When I was growing up as a kid and shit like that, and I was watching with my sister, there was always a few hits and a few misses. I think thinking about it as this. They're not Golden State Warriors and shit like that. Not everything's gonna be a hit, but a lot of shit does hit from time to time. I think it's kind of like an institution, and it's great. It's a cool institution. And
do you feel like it would ever go off air, SNL, or is it just too much of a staple?
I hope not.
Hope not.
I hope not, because to answer your question, yeah, I would love would love to write for SNL.
So would you say SNL would be like one of your goals?
I'd love to write for SNL. Is it one of my goals?
Would it be one of your goals? Like, would it be like something you would strive for? Like one thing that you would love to try and do?
To write and be on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the writers, half the writers usually are on it, right?
Yeah, for the most part. But there's still folks like, you ever heard of Nimish Patel?
Oh,
he's this funny Indian comic.
Yeah,
he's a writer on SNL. I think he's the first Indian writer on SNL. But I don't think he's like in the sketches like that. But he writes.
Yeah.
And he's mad funny.
Nice.
But like, yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal. Like, it's a goal. Like, hell yeah, it's a goal.
Madison, like the same way Madison Square Garden could be one.
Sure, but like, listen, SNL would be like a much realer goal than like MSG. Like, MSG could suck my dick for SNL. Like, fuck that. Like,
fuck the Knicks.
Not fuck the Knicks. Like, yeah, because I want to give Jim Dolan no fucking money anyway.
Yeah, so fuck the Knicks. Fuck Jim Dolan.
But yeah, MSG could suck my dick if it was between them and like SNL.
Yeah,
like,
and I feel that. I respect that.
Sure.
I respect that. I mean, there's no really sketch comedy out here like that.
Like
SNL, there's nothing like that out here.
I mean, there's just like there's the UCBs and shit like that. And there's Groundlings and all that.
Yeah, those are a lot smaller.
I mean, because they're not on TV.
Yeah.
But like their stuff, like they kind of like throw people into those like spaces on TV, like those like writers' rooms where they end up writing for SNL. Like,
yeah.
So there's still good spots. Like I think the UCB stuff is dope. I like the classes there.
Nice.
I had fun.
What do you feel like taking classes for? Did you take comedy classes too?
Stand-up comedy?
Yeah. No. So what do you feel like? What have you learned from those comedy sketch classes?
From sketch classes?
Yeah. Like, what is the one thing that you felt like you took the most out of?
Always like rewrites and edits are mad important. Like always like rewrite and edit and like rewrite and edit and look it over again. Keep the deadlines. Keep the deadlines when you're writing, because a lot of that shit is just like if you're on a
deadline, you'll actually do it.
Well, yeah, if you're on a deadline, you actually do it. Keep the deadline because other people are contingent on your writing turned in at a certain time, so like they can take it and like carry it on and like write the next pieces and bits that go with the whole overall like thing that y'all are working on together. But that's it, and like
So it's more just about like doing the job.
Be collaborative.
Okay.
I mean, is there some deep comedy shit you were asking me that?
No, just like did you learn anything like about writing, like how to write in like any format? Like, what do you take most about like how to like structure your writing?
Oh, to structure my writing, like
yeah.
I mean, there's like a industry standard format for writing sketch, like from like this program called Final Draft. Like if you heard of Final Draft?
No.
So it's this writing program for like screenwriters, and for sketch, they want it in the same format, and it's just the easier to read, and it's like the industry business like standard format. There's other like writing apps. There's this writing app that's not as expensive as Final Draft called Celtics. You can download it. I used that to write my first sketches because Final Draft was like $150, and I wasn't paying that back then. So when I was in Brooklyn writing sketches, I think I wrote my first one in like fucking Word, which is terrible on the eyes. And then I found someone told me about Celtics, and it was like this free, like, well, it may still be free. I hope it's free. But Celtics.
And it just formats it for you?
No, it shows you how to write. Like, I guess it formats it for you, and like in formatting it for you, like you can't progress from like line 1 to line 2 without being forced to like learn how to format it, I guess. Okay. I never took it because the class don't teach you how to format the writing per se. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just like learn as you go.
Okay. So the classes are more about just like how to format, how to write. They didn't really teach you like give you any like insight into like how to like write better as a writer.
Oh no, that's what all the class. That's all the class is about. It's just how to write better and how to make the shit funnier. That's all the class is about. The actual like formatting and structure. Like I don't think anyone taught me that, and I don't think I took a class that showed that to me. And it was just like, get this program. That's what you used to write with.
Okay.
And then I was just like, Final Draft costs how much? No.
Nope. Okay.
But, and then there's like free writing programs that you can get online that'll like show you how to format it properly to look the industry standard, even if you don't want to pay for Final Draft. But all that being said, yeah, the writing classes I took at UCB were all about just like you go into class with the premise, and then you in the room kick out the premise and the idea, and then you take that idea and now you got to go write a sketch about the idea, and it's like you 8 people and each teacher.
Yeah. So
essentially, it's like what like a Zoom writer's room would have been like. What I imagine a Zoom writer's room would have been like.
Okay.
And it was fun. Okay. You get to see like, oh, this crazy idea is funny. And it can be funnier because, you know, it's kind of, you know, you ever write with your other comics?
I wrote a few, workout jokes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
instead of, like, joke bits, it's sketches.
Yeah,
And you're doing it with a bunch of other, like, you know.
Yeah, because I took one semester of film writing.
Oh, yeah.
It was a film about, it was a playwright. Mm-hmm. It was a play about Adam and Eve, and the apple was an affair. Mm-hmm. And so the snake was another woman. Uh-huh. And so Abel was an Eve.
You wrote this play?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so Eve was Eve had Adam, and Susan had Cain. Mm-hmm. And then through the series of events, Eve ends up going to the hospital and having a miscarriage, and Susanna ends up leaving. And so, yeah.
Sorry, my partner just texted me.
I got you.
We podding. She's
podding.
like, how's the pod going?
Still going.
But yeah, I think I don't know what I was gonna say. I be thinking thoughts.
Yes, high thoughts. And we were talking about before. I literally just lost my train of thought too because you was talking about her. Damn, I forgot what we were talking about. What's happens when you're high? Smoking all that damn reefer.
I'm not even like faded anymore. I'm pretty back down to earth, but at the same time, it's not like that doesn't happen anyway. I have ADHD.
No, I have Asperger's.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, hard to tell, right?
Nah, I didn't. No lie, someone told me that, and I didn't believe him. I was just like, okay, all right, because I heard that, and I was just like, I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
No, I know what it is and shit, but I'm just like, I guess. I mean, sure.
Everyone's something nowadays.
Yeah.
Me and one of my friends, Tyler, he's like, yeah, everyone's TikTok diagnosed nowadays.
Nah. These niggas diagnosed me for real. I got to see a neurologist and shit.
Same.
They were just like, yeah, no, you have
You have the
things.
Yeah, the things. No, when I was a kid, they had put like neurons on my head.
Whoa.
And I had to keep the thing in a straight line. And if I like didn't do it, so like if I do certain things, it would like change it. So I got bored, and so I started fucking with it because I got bored, and so I got like,
okay.
And I don't know if they saw that I was getting bored and fucking with it, or I thought I was just.
Or if like, the bored ones have Asperger's.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, so he has the Asperger's.
Yeah.
He's boring now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
I don't know why I called it the Asperger's.
The Asperger's. He's got the AIDS. That's how you make it sound.
He's got the Asperger's, guys.
He's got the Asperger's.
He's got the ADHD.
What do you do for your day job? Because you said you're a personal trainer as well.
I'm a personal trainer.
Nice.
I work at a charter school. I'm a behavioral interventionist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I can see. Why is it every other actor is a personal trainer?
Because it's a good way to stay in shape.
Fair enough. And you're here at the gym already.
Yeah, I was at the Equinox in Hollywood when I first moved here. And I hope a meteor lands on that place.
Is it
While it's empty, because I don't want anyone to die.
Just the managers.
Like the place to like not exist anymore, and the people to like lose money.
Is it really that bad working there? Because I hear like all you have to do is sell product. Like they say, oh, just drive product.
It's drive product, and it's just like, I mean, specifically, maybe it's different now. I don't know, but yeah, it's like terrible.
No, because I've worked at some spas.
Marvelous gym.
Yeah.
Marvelous gym, but Lord have mercy.
Well, it's made for like the rich of the rich. I mean,
Sure. I mean,
it's like what, like $200-$300?
yeah, it's mad money a month. It's like $200 a month.
Yeah, Planet Fitness is $10.
Nah, Planet Fitness is not worth the $10.
It's not worth the $10.
I go to 24 hours, and I built a gym in my garage.
Nice.
But
I prefer 24 hours. They're the best.
I like 24 hours. It's I got all you need, and the people are nice. The staff is nice. You know. Now I don't hate Equinox, but I hate Equinox.
Is there?
Oh shit!
You gonna fuck everything up, man.
My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. So, do you still work at spas or anything like that? Or
nah. I'm completely independent.
It takes a lot of work though.
To be independent?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like once I built a gym in my garage,
it's a lot
I didn't
easier.
have to pay any more rent to like, you know, that's like giving a third of my session away to, you know, in rental fees.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just have people come to my house. I train them out the garage. You know, I cut the session price a bit because you know I'm not wasting gas money.
Yeah. I charge more.
For people to come here.
No, I don't. I have people come here. I go to people's homes. I charge more to go there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of fucking course, because there's gas. I wasn't doing that when I first moved out here. I had private clients that I was training. And remember when I told you I was living in Pasadena?
Yeah.
I was going out to fucking Santa Monica from Pasadena to train people.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know shit when I moved to LA, dog.
Bro. Bruh.
I didn't know shit. I just thought it was, I just get in the car and woo!
No.
Like a fucking New Yorker.
Yeah.
I didn't know shit.
What a fucking New Yorker. No, I had when I first moved here, my girlfriend at the time, she was originally from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I told her where we can't move. And I just said, you don't look for anywhere, but nothing south of the 10 freeway was the rule.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because anything south of the 10 freeway is just not worth it. So I told her
because of the traffic and all that.
Traffic and like the location, there ain't nothing there.
Okay.
Like, cause if you want to do anything, it's more north of 10 freeway. That's where a lot of the LA stuff's at. You know what I mean? So she was like, "I hate how you saying we can't go south of 10 freeway because if we could, I can get us a spot in Long Beach like that." And I was like, "We ain't with a fucking Long Beach. Fuck that shit."
What's up with Long Beach?
It's just too far, man.
Oh yeah, they got their own airport, don't they?
They have their own airport, yeah. But it's a small one.
I've never been that far.
Man, you definitely ain't been nowhere. Shit.
Long Beach.
Have you been to Torrance?
Where the fuck is Torrance? I've been to
Have you done the
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
But I was going with a woman.
That's north.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
And I've been to San Diego.
Okay.
I was there on a job.
Okay. Yes.
That's it, I think.
Bro.
Torrance? How far? What's in Torrance?
It's like an hour and a half from here, probably. An hour.
What's there though? Why would I go to Torrance?
There's a lot of shows out there. There's a few shows out there.
Okay.
The Sunday Spotlight that you may see.
That's in Torrance.
That's in Torrance.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to do that.
You were supposed to do that?
One day. I didn't think it was in Torrance. It was downtown LA, I thought.
There's one in downtown LA.
Okay.
But the dude usually does it in Torrance, like way out there in like Long Beach area.
That's the shit I've heard. I've seen, because I remember I've talked to, comics at, when I'm at shows all the time, and I'm just like, sometimes I'm hearing how far they're coming.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, dude, that's dumb far.
Yeah.
You drove an hour.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
Like,
some people are coming from like Riverside, Rancho Cucamonga, like fucking way out there.
Yeah. To do 5 minutes.
To do 5. Well, sometimes a lot of those people are doing like 2 or 3 shows.
I hope so.
Like I had Chris Butler. He lives in Rancho Cucamonga, and
so he gets out here and does like 2-3 spots and then goes back. He better.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he says like honestly, by the time because traffic's a bitch. You know what I mean? If you were to go after work, like it'll take him just as long to get there if you just waited. Mm-hmm. Because he works downtown.
Downtown LA.
Yeah, he works at the court.
Shit.
Yeah, he basically his job is just to tell people what they can't do and that he can't do nothing.
What is he, a cop?
No.
Oh.
He's just an informational desk person.
Okay. He
just stands there and says, "Excuse me, where's this courtroom? Over there. Excuse me, can you help me with this paperwork?" No, I can't help you with this paperwork. It was like, "Excuse me, what clerk do I go see? You go see that clerk." Okay. He's just an informational guy. He's just saying. I told him, he's like, so basically you're a tax-paying dollars going to waste. And he agreed with me.
I guess so.
I mean, he can't help nobody. He just says,
he's just there.
He's just there.
That's a cool ass job if you ask me.
He gets benefits. He gets pension. You know what I mean? He's getting
It's a cool
dental.
job. It's cool. It's a cool ass job. Good luck. Good on him.
Good on him. And then he just does comedy at night.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy. I love Chris. I haven't seen him in like a few months. I need to talk to him again.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that? When you have so many great people out here.
Yeah, I do need to I should get out to like the outskirts of LA more, like meet more of these great people you speak of.
Like one of the places like west you could probably go to is probably like Chatterbox. That's in West Covina. That's easier way.
That's like San Gabriel Valley, right?
Yeah,
okay.
San Gabriel.
I can get to San Gabriel Valley.
So that one's more like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
So a 40-minute drive if it's like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's in West Covina. It's a really good area, really cool spot. Carissa Gomez always hosts this show there. Okay. If you remember her, she does a great show there. Like there's a lot of great comics to go through there. Mm-hmm. The only thing I hated about there is like because it's the only spot out there, it can get really packed on their mics. But their shows are really good. Okay. And the space is really nice. Okay. The only thing is the background looks like a checkerboard. But the spot is nice. I will recommend that one. Mm-hmm. The Brea Improv is always a good one to go to. You know. La
Brea Improv. Where's that?
Oh no, it's Brea Improv.
Where's Brea Improv?
So remember we were talking about I grew up in Diamond Bar?
Yeah.
So Diamond Bar, Brea.
How far is that from here?
You said it was 40 minutes from my house? 40 minutes to Diamond Bar, so it's about 50 minutes.
I'll look at that later.
Yeah. Shit. Brea Improv. The Ontario Improv is probably like an hour and a half.
Big. This city's big, man.
I mean, bro, this state is big.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's just true. The city of California or LA, excuse me, it was built for the cars. Like this whole city was just spread out. There ain't that many skyscrapers. The only skyscrapers you see are in downtown. Like once you get out of like downtown, most skyscrapers aren't bigger than like five stories. Yeah. Especially like once you get to like Ontario, like they're not really that big. They only got like skyscrapers. Like they have a few skyscrapers in like Burbank and like Glendale. Yeah, but those are more for like media offices. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because we have so many different like agencies and stuff like that.
Like fucking I see him. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking Warner Brothers and all that jazz.
Yeah, I know. What would you want to do for like your next movie? Like what would your goal movie be? Like if you could make your own movie, what would it be? Shit. Comedy?
Yeah, like a sci-fi comedy.
Sci-fi comedy? Yeah. What the fuck? You be in outer space?
Yeah, probably. I like science fiction. It's like my favorite kind of like genre to like read and like watch.
Nice.
And shit like that. I be reading comic books and shit still. So.
Nice. What was your favorite comic books?
My favorite comic book.
What's your read?
I'm a Marvel guy, like true, like Marvel guy till I die. My favorite hero is Iron Man.
Nice.
But over all of them, like X-Men.
X-Men series?
Yeah. Hard X-Men. Hard. Big X-Men fan.
What's the story?
I'm an X-Men stan.
Yeah. Was it what's the song?
From the cartoon and shit and the comic books.
Yeah.
Like, big X-Men stan. I even thought those shitty Fox movies were good.
They were pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. They were decent.
Dark Phoenix was terrible, but I liked it.
It was. I would say overall.
Dark Phoenix was terrible.
It was a C.
That movie was terrible.
I was a C.
As an X-Men fan, I got no Shi'ar. I got no what. That wasn't Lilandra. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the whole. Like give me this stay there that they're in space. The Starjammers was supposed to. No man.
It was a good B. Like overall, the franchise I'll give a solid B-.
But you know what was the OG Dark Phoenix X-Men movie with the original one with
the first one with the Wolverine and the Jean Grey and the Scott.
Original Jean Grey with why am I forgetting his name? Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
With him as Professor X.
Yes. Phoenix. Yes, that's the one.
That one was good.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about that one.
No. I was talking about that new shit. That was trash.
Yeah.
That was trash with Game of Thrones shorty Sansa Stark. You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I didn't even watch that one. I think
hot garbage.
Yeah, because it was what's his name? It was all about that.
Magneto.
Not Magneto. The other guy with the because it was the pyramid guy. With
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, wasn't it the Age of Apocalypse and like Dark Phoenix?
Because it was Age of Apocalypse and then Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
And that shit was trash. Dark Phoenix was trash. I can't even remember anything about Dark Phoenix. I remember Age of Apocalypse, right? And First Class was dope.
Actually, that one was pretty dope.
First Class was
I remember
dope.
with all the fucking rockets.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
But we've been here for about like an hour and a half now.
Oh, word? We've been rapping for an hour.
Yeah, we've been rapping. So, Frank, let everyone know where they can find you. You know, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
My Instagram is Franck_Juste. That is FRANCK_JUSTE. My Twitter is Dread Blampton.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's my Twitter handle, I think. But my Twitter @ is Fresh Justy. And my website, Franck M Just. You know, just my name with my middle initial, frankmjust.com.
IMBDM.
You can IMDb me. And Sherman Showcase on Hulu. All seasons on Hulu. You can see me as Firstman, the first black superhero ever.
What about Blaqhais?
Blaqhais. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, that's an actual movie.
No, I know. The Damon Wayans one.
Yeah.
The Damon Wayans movie where he's the super.
Yeah.
He's a superhero. He's supposed to be a superhero with autism, though. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah,
Not the fucked up part, but it's kind of like, you remember we were talking about like timestamp jokes? That's big timestamp energy. Like, you ever see in Living Color and he had this character called Handyman or something like that? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Hilarious when I was 8.
Nowadays, you look back at it, you're just like, ooh.
Not even just ooh. Just like, here's the thing. It's still kind of funny. But it's not good to laugh at that, and we know that because we're adults now.
We're adults now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when they make the Disney movies and they put the adult jokes in there and you don't get it as a kid. And then when you're an adult, you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, shouldn't have been laughing at this. I think I plugged all the things I do.
Yeah.
Plugged all the stuff. And at the Comedy Chateau sometimes.
Hey, there you go.
At the Comedy Chateau.
All right, but thank you, man.
Thank you, Blaize, for having me.
Thank you for coming. Take care. Take care, y'all.